Hi, my name is Tonya Rodriguez, and I am 37 years old. I live in a small town in South Texas called Pleasanton. We are located about 1 hour south of San Antonio, and I was born and raised about 20 minutes from where I live today. I have been married to my amazing husband for 17 years, and we have two boys together, ages 10 and 14. He has three older boys from his first marriage, and we also have three grandchildren together. Growing up, I was raised by both my parents, who are still happily married today. My parents were hardworking and they were very caring and helped a lot of our elderly neighbors. When I got into school, I remember my parents always having positive interactions with my friends' parents as well as my teachers, and they supported me in everything through school and sports. They became very involved and became icons throughout our small community. I believe that my parents' supportive and positive marriage and interactions had a huge impact on my childhood experiences, and that has impacted my relationships with my husband and children today. It takes hard work, commitment, flexibility, and communication to keep a marriage working, and I feel that my parents have provided a solid foundation that includes all of these aspects. In lesson three, we learned and created a DST map. Bronfenbrenner created the ecological model that incorporated five systems working together to influence and mold us as they impact us directly or indirectly. He believed that we are influenced by everything with our surrounding environment, and each level has a huge impact on our life, beliefs, and values. Starting with the closest interactions in the microsystems and mesosystems, and working their way out to the exosystems, macrosystems, and the chronosystem. Some things that have also influenced my development are my personalities, hobbies, and biases. A few personality traits that I express are orderly, precise, striving, competitive, and empathetic. In lesson two, we are given some personality tests to take, and these tests gave me some great insight into the traits I possess. I'm a logistician, ISTJ/T, one who is practical and fact minded. They are reserved yet willful, with a rational outlook on life. Another trait from the Talent Today quiz defined me as ambitious, a bold and daring individual who aspires success in my profession, who sets highly challenging goals for themselves, but if not met in a timely manner, can get frustrated. This is true as I strive to complete each task completely and precisely, and I strive for greatness. I also learned a few weaknesses or challenges throughout these quizzes that I can challenge myself to work on and overcome in order to help me be successful. In the article, What Do Personality Tests Really Tell Us About Ourselves? Is that we can learn so much of our strengths and weaknesses and how to utilize them to help us in our careers. They don't define who you are, they only provide a description of who you are at a certain stage in your life. Some of my favorite passions or hobbies include hiking, traveling, and gardening. Hobbies, interests, and passions are important to one's success within their careers as it helps you recognize talents and abilities that aid in being successful. The video in Lesson 6 by Meridian Education Corporation states that the work you choose will affect your entire life. In Lesson 4, we learned about implicit bias and how that can influence you and how you view certain situations and people. I took several of the implicit bias tests that were available to see if I had an implicit bias, and if so, in what areas. My results were shocking, and I wasn't aware that I held any biases to anything. I wasn't even aware that you could have a bias towards something without ever knowing that you held the bias before. In the TED Talk by Verna Myers, she states that biases are the stories we make up about people before we actually know who they are. We know But how do we know who they are if we haven't been told to avoid them or be afraid of them? She says to build relationships or friendships that help you see the real person and go against stereotypes. My interests have helped me build traits that will be very beneficial in becoming a teacher. I am currently on a path to obtain my bachelor's degree in education and would like to teach 4th through 8th grade math and science in Texas. Some traits that are beneficial that I own are responsibility, independence, building strong relationships, confidence, stamina, determination, patience, curiosity, and creativity. In Lesson 6, the video states hobbies, interests, and passions are important to one's success. In Lesson 2, the article by Sage Reference Handbook states that personality helps with job satisfaction and leads individuals to possess certain jobs. I enjoy helping and seeing everyone be successful. My career path was a little different in the beginning after high school, as I was unsure if I wanted to pursue education or dental hygiene. I decided to go with dental hygiene, but I really wanted to be a teacher. I worked for 11 years as a dental assistant, and in those years, I've had many opportunities to teach and educate patients. As the years went on, I decided I really wanted to be a teacher and finish that goal. Some learning goals I have for myself are to pass all my classes at ASU, obtain my bachelor's degree, and start working with a education preparation program towards my teaching certification and become a teacher in Texas within the next 3 years. In 5 years, I want to be in my first year of teaching in my own classroom. And in the next 8 to 10 years, I see myself as a teacher, striving in my own classroom, providing effective lessons to my students. In Lesson 5, the article Creating a Positive Professional Image talked about how your behavior matters on how people form beliefs based on traits such as character, commitment, and competence. Being authentic and maintaining credibility has favorable outcomes for you and your team and organization. It stood out to me to maintain a desired professional image, one that you know you're maintaining and not being controlled by others. The importance of a professional development plan will help one map out their goals and maintain sight of their goals.